The second show that I wanted to recommend this week was an animated show that I had been wanting to watch for a while. This one is called Creature Commandos. This is a DC Studios original and written and produced by James Gunn.
General Flag, you found yourself in the middle of an international incident.
So when James Gunn is involved, you know things are gonna get quirky, things are gonna get funny, things are gonna be slightly in your face as well. Creature Commandos is all of those things. This is a batch from the Suicide Squad. So if you know the Suicide Squad, these are all largely expendable villains or expendable characters. Amanda Waller holds them in a prison. How this differs slightly from the Suicide Squad is something that Amanda Waller's character explains in the beginning, that the government has put sanctions on not putting humans in danger, or human lives are more precious. While all of these are not considered humans, they don't make the cut to be called humans, and all of these are creatures. So still using them as expendables on missions is possible. How are they controlled? Just like Suicide Squad, Amanda Waller holds the button, and when she presses that, these guys feel all sorts of discomfort and wish that their life had ended. So it's that kind of a discomfort and some chip inserted directly into their body, and they can't really do much to do anything about it. All of these guys have a mission this time around. They're put together, a band of creatures who are very different from each other.
Congress said we can't use human prisoners.
The humor is spot on, it is funny, it is violent and in your face. All of those things were expected and they are really well done. I would say if you have a problem with violence, then you should stay away. Even though it's animated, it is a lot to take because it gets graphic. With that, it is a lot of fun and it's not meaningless violence. So it's there, but it does the job because these are creatures that we are talking about. So they don't hold human life at that kind of a value. Hence, you see a lot of graphic violence and you also see a lot of humor in it. So there is natural humor or normal humor as well as dark humor here. Both of those things are thrown in reasonable proportions, which was a lot of fun. My biggest problem with the show was the overall length. It was too short. Unlike The Night Agent, where I was talking about the fact that it was too long, here it's too short. The episodes are 20 minutes. There are just 7 episodes, and each episode tries to establish a character backstory while talking about what's going on in the overall story arc at current time. So there are flashbacks in almost every episode talking about one of the creatures and how they became what they are.
These assholes aren't human.
Do you understand?
Some of those stories are heart-wrenching as well. You do feel for those characters because they are not villains in true sense, and some of them are just not villains at all. They're just misunderstood. So that's a great thing to do, and that's the right way to go about it. I just felt that the timing was just too less to establish them and for you to be able to feel something for them. That is the biggest issue in this, because you would really want to feel for some of those characters, especially the ones who are going to lose their lives, right? You want to feel for the people who lose their lives, but you don't, because the attachment has just not settled in. That's the biggest problem here. Otherwise, the ensemble cast on voice acting is beautiful. I think my favorite, the bride, is a fabulous character voiced by Indira Verma, and you've seen her in a lot of places, including Heroes. I think she was in Heroes, but she was definitely in Game of Thrones and a lot of other shows as well. Bride is possibly my favorite character, as well as the so-called husband, Frankenstein. So these two characters are brilliant. Dr. Phosphorus is also fantastic. These are some great characters from the show, and I really hope to see more and longer episodes in the next season. I do recommend Creature Commandos. If you enjoy graphic violence and dark humor, then this is something that you should be watching. It is animated, so that's another layer. If you enjoy animated shows, then this is something that you can be watching. An animated adult show at that, because it, like I said, it has graphic violence and it has some explicit content as well. So that warning definitely there for people who are thinking of watching it with family or kids. This is not appropriate for that. This is definitely not appropriate. So you should be watching it with those foundations in place.
Shish kebab.
For now, if you have seen Creature Commandos, let me know what you think. If you haven't, go ahead and watch it if this fits the bill for you. Would love to know what you think. This is Filmy Fool. Keep watching. Like, share and subscribe, guys. That's very important. I will continue to recommend the things that I love, like I always say. Not just recommendations, I will also be warning you to stay away from things that I think you should not be watching. Until next time, take care. Like, share and subscribe.